And this conference was, really amazing. I'm going to be talking about that later.
Sure.
But something that we did during this conference is we exposed a lot of, research that is going on in SUNY Plattsburgh. There are three major research on. Two is biochemistry, and one of them is psychological research. And for this research, they're looking to see how people actually respond to life extension, and they're looking into the pro-aging trends and just a lot of things going on. But there are three major research going on in SUNY Plattsburgh right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's great because that is one thing that I encounter quite a bit as well is psychological resistance to life extension research. But hey, that's good to know that some of the students are looking into that because as we know, if attitudes change, certainly it would seem we would have a chance of getting a little bit more research money and scholarship money. Well, that's good to know. Now, how many students attended the conference there? It was basically a research exposition, right? A conference for life extension research?
Yeah.
How many students were there at the conference?
We had 51 students attend the conference, and this was amazing because we had around $500 from Sense 5 Foundation, and the biology club actually applied for money through the school system, and actually we got this going, and there was a really good turnout, and we invited a researcher, a biogerontologist from California, John Shawandon.
Yes,
and it was amazing.
Yes, I'm familiar with him, and he is a very dedicated researcher. That's great that he came all the way out to New York.
Yep.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, he's working on, if people didn't know, he's working on the lysosens research, and also he is trying to get a lab started up to investigate cancer research as well, immune-based cancer therapy, which it could be very exciting. That could be something that could really bear some fruit in the fight against cancer, certainly. Okay, so that was great that you had that conference there, and then also I wanted to ask, you had 51 students there. That is awesome, because what I encounter a lot of times nowadays with some young researchers at universities is that there isn't a lot of enthusiasm for life extension research, or perhaps they just don't, they don't have an understanding of what the potential is for future research and how we can, we're on the cusp of curing so many diseases and hopefully even rejuvenating the human body. What is your, Toby, what is your experience just with the general students on campus there in Plattsburgh? Are they aware of some of the radical change that is going on right now and all of the research that could potentially help cure some of the suffering associated with aging?
That's a great question. It's something that is really profound. Generally, the attitude of college students to life extension research is sort of bipolar, I would say, because they understand that this is science, and they understand that this is good, and they understand this is a good cause. And actually, first time going, they get interested in this, but then they express ethical concerns, and they're like, I don't know if I want to do this because it's not ethical. And actually, right now what we're doing in SUNY Plattsburgh is we're working towards educating as many students as possible so that, we can actually properly discuss these ethical issues and actually resolve them. Because I think this is a great way, to actually encourage students to get interested in this. Because, the response from the students is positive, but, it's not exactly at the level in which we want it to be.
Yeah, exactly. It would be nice if we get a few more people excited about it. So yeah, it's good to know that though at SUNY Plattsburgh though you have such a large group of people that showed up at the conference. And I would have to ask you then, at the Institute we are involved in trying to reach out to people, try and get more funding for research into the diseases of aging and the suffering associated with aging. How, if you had some advice to give, how to reach out to potential young researchers, what would you say? How can we do that?
Okay, so what I think about that is exactly what is going on right now. What is going on right now is reaching out to college students at first. These are the people that are gonna be, they're really engrafted in this because they have a kind of flexible mindset. Out there, there are people with really, really, set mindset, and they just believe that, this kind of research is not possible and it should not be done and it's not ethical. So, for example, myself, I'm a recipient of scholarship from Sense by, and that was a huge turning point for me because I thought if I could receive a scholarship from them, then why not just, be really engrafted in this?
Yeah.
And so, number one, to reach out to college students is a really great way forward. And actually, as far as getting funding for this kind of research is going, I mean, if we reach out to students, I'm pretty positive that there's going to be a huge change because students are tomorrow. So when you reach out to students, then you can widen your horizon as far as encouraging people to get involved in this.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the students right now in college would be the key, right? If more scholarship, more money, more outreach to students, and that kind of leads us into the future. Then I suppose is what you're saying there. That would be about it. Maybe we lost Tobi.
Yep.
Oh, you're still there. Okay, I didn't know. Okay, well, hey, thanks for that advice.
Can you repeat the question, please?
I'm sorry. Perhaps we were breaking up here. I was just saying, to summarize that, it would be the scholarship money was very helpful for getting you interested in that, so perhaps more scholarship money in the future, and then also getting in contact with young researchers in college is the best way to ensure a future with more research focused on biogerontology. Is that correct? Okay. All right. And I just wanted to say here, we're having a little bit of our connection with the Skype is getting a little bit broken up here. So I apologize for that here on the program. However, this is a good point to pause and to see if anyone has any questions out there, and to make sure that everyone can hear the program yet. Every once in a while, this streaming technology, we might have a dropout from time to time. So if anything ever happens, you can always, in the text chat, let me know, alert me, and I can kind of tweak things and make sure everything is working all right. I just want to make sure because we're getting close to the end of the interview here, I wanted to see if anyone had any questions out there in the audience for Tobi. We went over his research with nitric oxide and apoptosis in green algae. He's trying to characterize what effect nitric oxide has on apoptosis for potential applications in humans in the future. And then also we talked a little bit about SensFi and the conference they had just last weekend. Very great conference. 51 students in attendance, and Innocence advisor John Schloendorn was there as well to give a nice talk to all of the young researchers there at SUNY Plattsburgh. I guess we got a little feedback from the audience. Said that the audio dropped out a little bit here and there, but it seems everything is going all right. And another question I wanted to ask you, Tobi, if you can still hear me.
Okay.
You can hear me now, Tobi? Is that yes?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, I just wanted to ask you.
I can hear you fairly. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. I wanted to ask about. You said that you're from Nigeria and your brother also attended Plattsburgh there to study. I just want to know, I live in the United States and I have not been to Africa. I just wanted to know how things are in Nigeria as far as medical research goes or attitudes. It's nice to get a comparison. In the United States, sometimes it may seem,